In the world of the bold and the beautiful, drama is never in short supply, but the latest storyline involving Steffy Forrester and Finn takes the tension to an entirely new level. As the couple is living what seems to be an ideal life, a secret from Finn's past rears its ugly head and threatens to destroy everything they've built together. This explosive new development sends Steffy into a whirlwind of doubt, betrayal, and uncertainty, and forces Finn to face the consequences of actions he thought were long buried. What starts as a whisper of a secret quickly escalates into a full-blown crisis, and now, the future of Steffy and Finn's relationship hangs in the balance. Will their love survive, or will the lies and betrayal from Finn's past pull them apart forever? The story begins with Steffy and Finn seemingly in the midst of their happily ever after. Steffy, a strong and independent woman, has fought for love and happiness many times throughout her life, and after the turmoil of the past, she's finally found peace with Finn. Their relationship has been one of trust, respect, and undeniable chemistry. They've built a life together, with a child on the way, and everything seems perfect. But as every soap opera fan knows, happiness is often short-lived, and for Steffy and Finn, it seems that their perfect world is about to come crashing down. The catalyst for this new crisis is the sudden reappearance of a woman from Finn's past, someone who has a significant and quite shocking story to tell. The woman, whose name is Anna, reaches out to Steffy with an explosive revelation that completely shatters the foundation of Steffy's trust in Finn. Anna claims that during Finn's college years, he was far from the man Steffy thought she knew. According to Anna, Finn was not only a serial liar, but also someone who juggled multiple relationships at the same time, including one with her. Anna recounts how Finn had led her to believe that he loved her, only for him to ultimately abandon her when she needed him most. The most shocking part of Anna's story is not just the revelation that Finn was a liar, but that she claims to have had a child with him. This bombshell is enough to send Steffy into a spiral of confusion and anger. The idea that Finn had hidden such an important part of his past from her, especially when they're building a future together, is nearly impossible for Steffy to comprehend. Anna reveals that she has been trying to get in touch with Finn for years, but he has continuously rejected her and even threatened her when she tried to approach him. The idea that Finn would go so far as to threaten a woman he once claimed to care about only adds another layer of betrayal to the already explosive situation. Anna doesn't stop there. She presents Steffy with photographic evidence. Images of Finn and herself from their college days, showing them in intimate and affectionate moments. These pictures are a hard punch to Steffy's gut. They reveal a side of Finn that she never knew existed, and it's a side that she's struggling to reconcile with the man she loves. Finn has always been presented to Steffy as a man of integrity, someone who had learned from his mistakes and was now dedicated to building a life with her. But the Finn in the pictures, the Finn in Anna's story, is a different person altogether, a man full of lies, deceit, and betrayal. Steffy's reaction is a mixture of disbelief and heartbreak. She finds herself questioning everything about Finn, their relationship, his past, and his true character. She never imagined that the man she had fallen in love with and trusted so completely could be capable of such deception. The pain of learning that Finn had not only lied about his past, but had also kept a child a secret from her is too much for Steffy to bear. She confronts Finn with the accusations, and the confrontation is as intense as it is emotional. Finn, caught off guard, tries to explain himself, but Steffy is no longer sure she can believe him. His denials only fuel her anger, and the more he tries to justify his actions, the more distant Steffy becomes. Finn, for his part, is devastated by the way Steffy is reacting. He never imagined that his past would come back to haunt him in such a way, and he's deeply ashamed of the man he was before he met Steffy. He tries to explain that he was young and made mistakes he has spent years trying to forget. He claims that he's not the same man anymore, and that he has changed for the better for Steffy. But Steffy can't ignore the fact that Finn has hidden this part of his life from her, and the fact that he has even threatened Anna to keep her quiet only deepens her mistrust. She feels as though Finn has been living a lie and that their entire relationship has been built on a foundation of falsehoods. As Steffy grapples with the pain of betrayal, she is forced to confront some difficult questions about her future with Finn. Can she forgive him for his lies, or has he irreparably damaged their relationship? Can their love survive the revelation of his past, or is it simply too much for her to overcome? The emotional weight of the situation is overwhelming, and Steffy finds herself torn between her deep love for Finn and the crushing sense of betrayal that she now feels. She begins to question whether she can truly trust him again, or if the damage done is too great to repair. Finn, on the other hand, is desperately trying to hold on to the woman he loves. He is heartbroken by the way Steffy is looking at him now, as if he is a stranger. He wants to make things right, to prove to her that the man she loves is not the same man who hurt Anna all those years ago. He knows he has made mistakes, but he also believes that his love for Steffy is real and that their bond is strong enough to withstand this crisis. Finn knows that if Steffy walks away, it will be the end of everything they've built together, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to show her that he is committed to their future. As the days pass, Steffy struggles to find peace with the situation. She wants to believe in Finn, but the doubts and questions are too overwhelming. Every time she looks at him, she's reminded of the lies, the deceit, and the betrayal. The photographs of Finn and Anna, the knowledge that he has a child she never knew about, these things haunt her and make it nearly impossible for her to trust him again. Yet, despite the pain, there's a part of Steffy that still loves Finn and wants to find a way to move forward. She knows that love is complicated and that relationships are often tested by the darkest of secrets. But she's also aware that some secrets, when revealed, can never be forgotten. Finn's future with Steffy is uncertain. The crisis in their relationship is not just about the betrayal Finn's past has caused, but about the trust that has been broken between them. Steffy's doubt is a powerful force, one that Finn may not be able to overcome no matter how hard he tries. The emotional fallout of this revelation will shape the direction of their relationship in the coming weeks, and it remains to be seen whether they will emerge from this crisis stronger or torn apart forever. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, the line between love and betrayal is always thin, and the story of Steffy and Finn proves that even the strongest relationships can be shaken to their core by the secrets and lies that are buried in the past. Will their love triumph, or will the weight of Finn's past become too much for them to bear? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. This storyline is far from over, and the consequences of Finn's actions will continue to unfold, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next twist in this dramatic saga. The story of Steffy and Finn has reached a breaking point, and the emotional weight of the past continues to unravel their once perfect life. After months of turmoil, lies, and broken trust, Steffy makes the heart-wrenching decision to end her marriage with Finn. Her decision comes after countless sleepless nights, deep reflection, and intense emotional conflict. The betrayal she experienced was something she could not move past, no matter how much she loved Finn. Despite his apologies and attempts to explain, Steffy simply could not shake the feeling that their love was tainted by his secrets. Finn's past, the lies, and the child he had hidden from her had cut too deep into their foundation, and Steffy knew that she could never feel the same way about him again. The divorce is a painful process for both of them, but it becomes clear that Steffy cannot stay in a relationship built on deception. In a tear-filled confrontation, Steffy explains to Finn that while she will always care for him, their marriage has become a reminder of all the broken promises and painful secrets. She can no longer live in a world where trust is so easily shattered. Finn is devastated, pleading for a second chance and swearing that he will do whatever it takes to prove his love for her. But Steffy's mind is made up. She needs to move on for herself and for the sake of her children. As painful as it is, she believes it is the only way for her to heal and create a life free from the shadows of Finn's lies. With the divorce finalized, Steffy finds herself at a crossroads in her life. She knows that she needs a fresh start, away from the reminders of Finn and the heartache of their broken marriage. After much contemplation, Steffy decides to leave Los Angeles and start anew. Paris, the city of love, offers the perfect escape from the emotional wreckage of her past. She believes that a new environment will allow her to rebuild her life and give her children, Hayes and Kelly, a brighter future. Steffy's decision to move to Paris is one filled with mixed emotions. It is a chance for her to embrace new opportunities, but it is also a bold step toward healing. She knows that it won't be easy, leaving behind the family, friends, and familiar surroundings she's known for so long. But Paris represents freedom, a clean slate, and the possibility of a life untethered by the pain of her recent experiences. Steffy dreams of a future where she can raise her children in a peaceful environment, one that allows them to grow up without the chaos that defined much of her time in Los Angeles. The decision to leave also marks the end of Steffy's ties to the Forrester family and the life she built with Finn. As Steffy prepares for the move, she has emotional goodbyes with her family. Her father, Ridge, and her mother, Taylor, are supportive but heartbroken by her decision. They understand her need for a fresh start, but they can't help but feel the loss of their daughter as she heads off to another continent. The Forrester family has been through so much together, and this latest chapter in Steffy's life feels like a definitive turning point. As Steffy packs her bags, her heart aches for what could have been. She knows that this is the best decision for her well-being, but it doesn't make the farewell any less painful. For Finn, the divorce and Steffy's departure are devastating. He never imagined that his past would lead to the destruction of his marriage. He loves Steffy more than anything, but he knows that he can't change the mistakes he made. As Steffy prepares to leave, Finn tries one last time to plead with her, to convince her that they can work through the pain and rebuild their trust. But Steffy, resolute in her decision, tells him that she has to move forward for her own happiness and the sake of their children. Finn's heart shatters as he watches the woman he still loves walk away, but he knows deep down that this is something he can't undo. As Steffy boards the plane with Hayes and Kelly, leaving behind the life she once knew, there is a sense of finality in the air. The life she and Finn built together is now in the past, and her new journey is just beginning. The bright lights of Paris offer a sense of hope, but Steffy knows that she will always carry the scars of her past. The city of love may seem like a place of healing, but the road ahead will not be easy. She must learn to navigate this new chapter alone, and though she's filled with uncertainty, she's also filled with a sense of liberation. In Paris, Steffy starts to find solace in her new life. The beauty of the city and its culture offer her a fresh perspective, and she finds comfort in the quiet moments with her children, enjoying their time together without the complications of her past. But even in this new city, Steffy's thoughts are never far from her former life. Memories of Finn, of the love they shared and the betrayal that tore them apart, haunt her as she tries to move forward. Despite the excitement of Paris, Steffy often finds herself lost in thought, wondering what her future holds. Meanwhile, Finn remains in Los Angeles, shattered by the loss of Steffy and the family they once dreamed of building together. He struggles to pick up the pieces of his life, but the void left by Steffy's absence is too great. His love for her is unwavering, but he knows that he must respect her decision. Finn faces the difficult reality that his future with Steffy may be gone for good. However, deep down, he believes that there may be a chance for redemption, that he can one day prove to her that he's changed. But as Steffy settles into her new life in Paris, the distance between them grows, and the possibility of reconciliation seems more distant than ever. Steffy's move to Paris is not just an escape, it's a declaration of independence and strength. She is determined to redefine herself, to find peace and happiness without the shadow of her past relationships looming over her. For Steffy, this is a chance to rebuild, to rediscover who she is outside of her roles as a wife, a mother, and a daughter. She hopes that Paris will bring her the clarity and peace she needs to move forward, even though she knows the road to healing will not be easy. The next chapters of Steffy's life are filled with uncertainty, but one thing is clear. Her journey is just beginning. Will the city of love heal her wounds, or will the scars of her past continue to define her future? Only time will tell. But for now, Steffy and her children are embarking on a new chapter, and the possibilities are endless.
Oh.